figured out how to fix zombies. Hey guys, Apathetic Gamer here. I know I said that I wouldn't post anything until like next year, and I don't know when I'm gonna release this, but here's the gist. I figured out how to fix Call of Duty Zombies, which sounds pretty insane considering this is a game mode that's been going on for, you know, like 2 days or something. But I genuinely think I have a way for this to become bigger than it's ever been, and for people in the community to kind of stick around and not become like snowflakes and leave all the time, and all sorts of other things. So let's get right into it. First thing, we need a standalone zombies game, and I know this is something that's been discussed. I know that it's something that a lot of people have hoped for or wanted and other things like that, but my reasoning is a little different. It's not because like, oh, zombies is so much like better than Call of Duty. I mean, that's my opinion, but I know that it's, you know, super biased. But the reason we need a standalone zombies game is because I am going to present so many things that, if all put together, would completely overshadow and completely overtake a COD game, to the point where it would have to be its own game because there's so much content. Like Warzone should just be its own game at this point. Like straight up, we need to stop like stuffing Warzone into like the other CODs. Like it's fucking stupid. Anyways, so you would basically, this zombies game would have everything from previous CODs. I'm not talking like Treyarch, I'm talking all maps. And I don't know how that would work developmentally. Fuck. I don't know how that would work due to Treyarch and Sledgehammer and whatever the other fucking studio was. But it would have all maps. It would also have all weapons, obviously. All the camos, all those assets, and they would need to be remastered and brought up to pace, which is in and of itself a monumental task. And trust me, I get that what I'm proposing here is absolutely insane and like completely unrealistic. But the truth of the matter is, in order for zombies to become better than it is, it would need to be fixed in an unrealistic manner. Because what we have right now is ass. Have you played Duran Fong? I have. What a joke. Anyways, that's not the point. It would have everything. It would have all the maps, it would have all that stuff. I mentioned that already. But there would be the main mode would be what I call the super map. Okay? The super map would be kind of like, how do I fucking explain this? If you remember in the zombie storyline, which I know is a fucking shit show, but there are infinite realities and whatever, and infinite versions of Primus, Ultimus, Victus, fucking whatever, that stuff. The reason I bring all this up is because in this super map you would load in randomly to a map, and then it would be, you would choose in the menu whether it would be round based or Easter egg based. Okay? And once you hit, let's say round 20, or you finish the Easter egg for the map, you would then be teleported to a brand new map. Like, you could go from Transit to fucking Frozen Dawn, and you would be the crew that you started with. So you don't change, like, you don't switch like crews or whatever. So if you start with Victus, you would have Victus and DE. Obviously, that is another monumental task, because then you have to get voice lines from all of these people. And I know some of the other voice actors are, you know, dead. So I don't know how that would work. Good luck with that, Treyarch. But you would move around, and so you would have, I don't know how many zombies maps there are, like 50, maybe more. That is a monumental task to go through all of those. That's right in there of itself, the randomness and the objectives and stuff. That right there is hundreds of hours of gameplay, of content for YouTubers. You can do like your dumbass challenges. I'm just gonna sit in the first room until, round 20, and then go to the next room and sit there for 20 rounds. Like, I don't give a shit what you do, my guy. All right, but like that is like the base game. Okay. Now, here's the thing. The base game, right, would come with whatever is currently released at that time. Let's say that it takes them like 5 years to develop. Okay, which, I mean, like, it probably would. I don't know how long develop times are, blow me. That's not the point. The point is, whatever is being released, let's say that they managed to get it out at the end of Vanguard's life cycle. It would have Vanguard as like in part of the super map, its rotation. Now what they would do in future CODs, they wouldn't stop making zombies in Call of Duty. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. There will be a secondary mode. It's kind of just how it's been. What they would do, however, is they would take those those assets and whatever, and they would add it as DLC to the standalone Zombies game. Okay. Now, I don't know the best way to go about monetizing that. I don't know if we're gonna have to pay for like $30 like every year for this extra zombies content. I don't know if they should do it as like a subscription based thing, or like every month you're shelling out a little bit of money to keep up with all the DLC they drop. Obviously, if you buy the game, like whatever it came out with would still be in the base. So if you want to keep it that way, that's totally fine, like whatever. But that's not my decision. I'm just the idea guy. I'm the guy who's fixing zombies, not marketing it, because if it was my choice, it'd be fucking free. But that is the base game, and right there, that already seems like enough to make it appealing. But I'm not done. I'm not even close to done. Okay? The reason I'm not even close to done is because I'm going to introduce even more things that you could do to make zombies far more fascinating, far more fun, and far more interesting for content creators, which is something I know has been struggling. I'm a weak-ass content creator, and even I struggle with content sometimes, alright? So, next point. I'm going to call it Battle Royale Zombies. And don't click off the video. Don't you do it. I know what you're thinking. Battle Royale is overdone and stuff, but I'm only using it as a trigger word to piss you off. It wouldn't actually be Battle Royale. Here's how it would work. You would load in with, like, let's say, I don't know, how many maps are there? Like 50? You would load in, and all other maps would be, like, full. Okay? All the other maps would be full. Okay? Then what would happen is, eventually, there is going to be a team that dies, right? You can't play zombies forever. When that happens, the maps and everything gets shuffled around, and you're suddenly on a brand new map at the round you were on, and you have to quickly adjust and survive from that, the kind of map shift, right? And that inevitably is going to make more people die, which makes more things go, and you keep at that until there's one team left, and then you guys are the winners. Now that's obviously a very rough idea, because if you have two really good teams, they could go like forever, and that's kind of bullshit. So I think you'd have to mix things in, and I've thought of some things to mix in, introducing power downs, not like the mental disease. I'm like power-ups, but negative. I'm talking, instead of a nuke that's gonna kill all zombies, it's a nuke that fucking downs one of your teammates instantly. Could be you, could not be you. That would fucking suck. Or you have competitive power-ups, like have that same nuke, but instead of like being green, it's yellow. And when you hit it, it downs someone else on the fucking map, and you get to see like, you know, Noob Master 69 downed you with a nuke or whatever, you know, and power downs would be red. I'm all over the place because I'm excited. It's cool shit. All right. Instead of like double points, you'd have like minus points. If you kill zombies, all that many gets like pulled away from you. I would do divided points, but that seems like a shitload of points that would get gone. Or like insta kills, insta downs, not like the nuke, but if you're a walking one shot for like 30 seconds. Like that fucking sucks. That would wipe people out for sure. It would be crazy difficult. I don't know, what's the other one? Max ammo? Fucking, how about minimum ammo? It fucking like halves or fourths, or hell, you could even have it completely take out your ammo. That'd be funny as shit. Probably not, but you get my point. It's now competitive, and you're trying to survive in a crazy hellscape that's constantly changing. That right there is another 1,000 hours of things, because people crave randomness. That's why everyone loves hitting the mystery box, because you could get, you know, the wonder weapon or like a fucking ballistic knife on round 30. And you're like, well, that's dog shit. Okay? Boom. Right there. Tons of ideas. Okay? And then you could also have it so you choose a progression system. Let's say that on this battle royale there's an end game. You could also have it where like you just have to complete 5 Easter eggs. It could be an Easter egg race. It's complete 5 Easter eggs, and the maps are random. Or maybe you pick a path. Maybe you want to complete like the Black Ops trilogy. I know this is a lot of time putting in, but it doesn't have to be full Easter eggs either. It could be steps of it. Let's say the first to 5 Easter egg steps, and it spawns you in randomly, and you get fucking Der Eisendrache. Okay, well, the first step is the Wisp step, right? So you gotta go in, and then you go in and watch. Once you teleport to, you know, the safe room, instead of telling me the safe room, you're in a new map, and you get put in, let's say Origins, and you're like, all right, well, what's the first step of Origins, right? And you go from there. You have the movement and all of this stuff, and now there's competition, now there's randomness, and now there's crazy power-ups, and I haven't touched on weapons. There'd be weapons. Obviously, you would have all the weapons from every game, which already is crazy to think about having the Sliquifire and Exo Zombies. But beyond that, I would introduce something called the Fusion Machine, and you already know from the name what I'm getting at here. I'm talking about if you get the fucking Wind Staff and the KT4, fucking fusion, that shit, and you're suddenly having a whirlwind of, you know, KT4 jizz everywhere, alright? And it would massively increase the power of it. So, even if you had something like the Mustang and Sally and the fucking Ray Gun Mark III, you're gonna have a weird hybrid fusion that's way stronger than both of them combined, okay? And obviously, I don't know how it would all work. I'm not the developer. I'm the fucking idea guy. I'm the guy who's fixing zombies, okay? But you could take any 2 weapons and fuse them together and make them into a much stronger weapon. Now, I don't know if you would be able to then take that fused weapon and take a 3rd weapon and fuse it together, make it even stronger. I think that would be sick, but that means there would be so many variants of these weapons, to the point where you would basically be able to fuse all of them into one gun. That would basically just be like a fucking nuke and just wipe everything and everyone. If it was like a battle royale, that could be a mode. Just trying to fuse all the weapons together and then just win. It's like a nuke in multiplayer. I don't know if that's possible. I think that's probably too many things for the developers to work on. I respect the developers. I don't respect Activision. Fuck those guys. Greedy money, fucking whatever. That's not the point. These are my ideas. This is how you fix zombies, because you're adding in randomness, which makes each playthrough different. You're adding in competition, which means no longer just dicking around with your friends. But the thing is, you can still dick around with your friends. You can still load into the other maps. You can still load into Zetsubu no Shima with fucking World War II weapons. Like, you can pick that shit from menus. You can pick the map, you can pick the weapons, you can pick the Pack-a-Punch camos, you can pick the Gobblegums, you can do the Black Ops 4, like, fucking specialist things. Like, all of that is customizable in the menus. This is the ultimate zombies experience we don't have, and I want it. That's how you fix zombies, Treyarch. Hire me, and I'll help you through the process. Have a great night.